Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and most of all, our EMP shock troops at home and abroad. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the Rec Room for a Tactical Tuesday edition. So we're back in action with some Metal Slug Tactics, currently on PlayStation 4. So not the consoles, the finer detail, but anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Not too much for notes and details tonight because usually we get all that out of the way on a Monday after a gap in between streams. If you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights. And you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary and long running video game deep dives. So essentially, this is our marketing portion. We're just trying to make connections with those of you out there who have the same kind of interests because we're working on building a franchise from scratch in the form of the Firewall Protocol saga. And I'll be glad for people to join the growing audience out there. So if you want, check that out. Available on Amazon, both for hard copy and for Kindle, if that's your thing. And yeah, I know you got a lot to pick from out there, so glad to have you. We're currently on Odysee and Twitch and YouTube, so glad to have you along for the ride. Feel free to lurk, comment, or chat at your leisure. And I see Call to Stealth is checking in and taking on the chat portion of that, our resident stream troll and occasionally a part-time production assistant. So yes, I can tell it's you. You're like yelling. But at least the color retained this time, so your color's in red, so I hopefully won't mix you and Chairman up this time. But welcome. Hope you're doing well. Since we haven't caught up in like a week or so. So what's going on around here? So first thing, thank you for the new follow over on Odysee. So I think that's all our only new number change since last night. Everything else has been green across the board as far as what's been going on project-wise around here. I'm still in tackling mount paperwork mode, but it's been going well. So I got the last binder out of the way yesterday. So there's four-hole 3-ring binders worth of nonsense from 20 years worth of shenanigans. So that's done. I started tackling my journals today, and I actually have 5 plus the current one I'm still using. So out of the 5 that are wrapped, I got 4 of those done today, so I still have another journal plus my current one to go through. That's kind of interesting though, that most of the content it ranges anywhere from what I'm working on with 3D stuff to writing theory to book notes. Not most of the book notes are actually just part 1, or where I was working on it a couple years ago to get it finished, or it's book 3 because that's not written at all. So I wasn't even thinking about book 2. So the good thing is I don't have a lot of notes to glean from that. So hopefully by the end of the week, I should be done with most of the paperwork stuff. That means I can maybe spend a couple days on reviewing next week. At that point, it should be laying out all the new content that's missing and then just going into proofing mode. I mean, of course, there's still the other big things like working on cover and stuff, which is, going to be a 2 to 3 week process. But the biggest rain cloud for this section is getting the new content written for the chapters that are missing and things like that. So that's the thing that bothers me the most, because it takes the most brain power to do that versus reading and proofing. That's not nearly as complicated, at least doesn't feel like to me. But anyway, that's progressing well. And I don't think I have much on the print or new video thing. I'll try to do an unboxing video tomorrow. I've got a couple that are probably hanging out in the files somewhere. Not that I could promise anything spectacular, but we'll try to get some stuff done, keep the extra content rolling where possible. And that's pretty much it. So I kind of covered pop culture and anime last night, so that's really all I got. I was gonna say, side note, so last week we had a disconnect during our Metal Slug Tactics episode. Thankfully, this is the first time in the 3 years that we've been doing this that Odysee actually stitched the file together correctly, so I didn't have to use Twitch. It had some frame drops and it kind of skips out like 20 minutes in, but thankfully it was one file from Odysee, and that's normal when we have a disconnect. Some of the frame rates drop and it gets kind of wonky, but otherwise we made it through, and hopefully no disconnects tonight. I've done everything else I can to make sure that the rig is running smoothly. And that's all I got. So let's get the show on the road. We are on episode 10 of season 2, which is called Urban Cap. So hypothetically, if we finish Sirocco City tonight, we'll have hopefully unlocked all the characters. Once the characters have been unlocked, I've been intending to up the difficulty level from basic to medium. And now I have not been doing as good of a job of staying focused on the challenges for the characters, so that may still create some work ahead of us, but at least we'll have the characters done, you know, so from an unlock standpoint, and we'll hopefully start to see maybe, I don't know if there's more of a coin payout. I don't know what else we kind of get from bumping the difficulty because we haven't really done it yet. I think we only had like one chance at it before everything went sideways on our season 1. All right, here we go. So I did something a little unusual last time I was reviewing last week's. I actually sold one of our existing mods on the shotgun to buy something. So actually, maybe I did not commit to that. It looks like I didn't. There was something, I think, for Tarma that I wanted. It must not have saved then. Yeah, because we've only got 18 coins and we need 20 to upgrade here. So, I mean, Clark's thing is really good. I mean, that's a crazy amount of range. He's already useful even with the current form. In the ring, we have not used a ton. It's useful, and it doesn't look like it changes the bonus action criteria going from 2 to 3. But this final crash thing is what we kind of want to really leverage here if Tarma can... I forgot what his challenge was. It was a certain number of enemies or something like that. Or 8 dodge, 8 adrenaline. So I really want to get this one, but we had to sell something. And I think we came over here. And if I go to sell... Nope, that's not the right click. I want this, there we go. And I think the plan was to sell this. So we got the ammo bonus off of this one, but the overtime is not really all that helpful here. And it's actually not let me click on the overtime. So it's actually... I don't know. Well, at least we'll keep the damage. Oh, was the overtime... I think the overtime is if you have bonus points. Oh, you know what? That's what it was. We actually did some serious damage with this thing by having that, but Tarma is a little bit behind because we didn't get an even XP distribution with the POWs and stuff. So we're going to sell this, and then we're going to come over here, and because we're heading in the last level, no point hanging on to stuff. And we'll take his final crash. And that's good. And I think that's all we can do. It'd be nice if I could afford ammo or another asset here, but we'll have to rely on that on the way. So this dual shot, kind of interesting, but I don't really do well with those yet, as mentioned previously. This mirror would be really helpful, but she's already got some serious firepower on her grenade launcher. So we're ready to go. Here we go. Last section. Let's go. Everybody's in pretty good shape. We got the grenade jump. We got the grenade toss. Clark's got some serious jumping. And why he's on the bumper, I don't know. But obviously we've cleared out all 3 stages so far. Sirocco City for the end game. So we've only got the 2 minor missions, and at least if I get the objective, we should get our ammo. If not, I got a problem. But we could also get an upgrade and an asset here. So I've got to make sure I get everything taken care of. Wait, if anything, it looks like Clark is the one that's behind. No, he's a 7, Tarma's a 6, though. It must be 35 per level, because Tarma's 26 out of 35. It hasn't rolled over yet. There's actually 9 points away, and Aries only 4 points away. Getting a little late for that since we're in the end game. So win in 4 turns. There's the challenge. So we gotta smash this convoy. And my biggest concerns are likely grenadiers and knife dudes. And it's got 50 points, so no change there. So I gotta remember, Aerie can get some extra damage if she uses a movement thing. So if maybe we get everybody else into place, maybe have them sync up after she moves last, that might be helpful. We'll come back to that though. So Tarma, He gains extra dodge and stuff, but really, if anything, you're probably going to want to use the aggro thing. So Call to Stealth saying, check out Mod Retro, guy who's remaking consoles. He's doing Game Boy Color first with bringing back hard copies with other consoles. So, okay. That'd be interesting. I mean, because, we've had so many, like, retro thing. You know, you've got all the retro stuff where you plug directly into the TV. And, I'm sure there's got to be some licensing things involved. Curious how he'd be doing with that. And because I've seen people, you know, have still made, like, Atari 2600 games and stuff. I don't know how they go through the process with the, maybe they reuse an old cartridge, and then if they have the way to reprogram the chip or something. Kind of curious to see that people are still working on that. All right, Tarma, where's Tarma? Well, he probably needs some adrenaline, but I could probably... why am I stuck in this? Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. Okay. So he could... It's interesting. He can make it all the way over there. Maybe... And actually, if he gets 5 points, he can maybe help out with that other guy. Clark, maybe... If I put Clark here, he could actually help and maybe shotgun as well. Now, we're going to have a spatial problem. I have to chase this thing down the side, hopefully. And if I put Aerie here... See, I want her to be able to run somewhere, get enough adrenaline. Oh, she's not getting much adrenaline, though. See if she can get to, like, here, and then suddenly grenade jump over to this, then she'd be good. Alright, we'll try that. I don't know if this is what we want or not.
Mission start.
So, you heard... Oh, really? It was on Mike Rowe. That's interesting. Wow, it's interesting that Mike Rowe had somebody talking about video games. Not exactly first in line for dirty job kind of concept, but again, if the guy's got money, it's a side project. Definitely on the interesting side. Yeah, when am I going to get interviewed on Mike Rowe? That's what I want to know. Alright, so if I can get Clark here, can we both work on taking out this... I wonder if Clark, like, trips this, it'll hit him, but it's like Tarma's going to hit the... no, Tarma's going to hit the vehicle. Okay. That's kind of what we want to happen. Meanwhile, Aerie, on the other hand... As long as she can grenade jump with her 5. Yeah, she take out that thing's cover, too. That won't hit. That will. So, Clark won't be able to synchronize. Not a problem. Well, at least Tarma does. And Tarma can still get another hit on the thing as well. Meanwhile, these other guys are going to kind of get in the way. Alright, we'll commit. Oh, no, I didn't think that, you know, he'd consume an entire hour on that, but still, either way, interesting that they kind of had that discussion. Alright, so Clark should then be able to do this. 7, take this guy down. And hit the truck. So Tarma got the killing... No, Clark got the killing spree out of that. So we're down to 30 on the first turn. That's pretty solid. Actually, we're down even better. We're down 25. 50% first turn. I'll take it. Okay, there we go. Now the fallout of the enemies I've mostly not paid attention to. Aerie might be dead. Okay, and people are dodging. That's good. Here comes the grenade. Can he make it? Oh, he can. Oh, she took 3 points of damage. Well, the good thing is she can grenade jump her way out of there. Maybe even get... Well, not quite in front of the truck, but... See, the thing is, that roof there is not going to help. Whoever's standing behind it's got the best damage, is mostly going to be Tarma here. Aerie, it'd be nice if Aerie had another action. I mean, Tarma's going to be in position here if I maybe do provocation to jump from there. That is crazy if he's got... No, that's his movement, I was going to say. No, he can't move that far. So is there any way I'm getting better damage with Tarma or having somebody get out of the way so somebody else can get in there? Well, Clark could actually do damage and then jump away. I think. Maybe. Oh, yeah, we haven't even had a chance to use this one yet. Sidestep. I guess maybe what we'll do is position Clark to... Maybe help get rid of some dudes that are going to be more problematic. So, oh, he can't get up here. Oh, they put barbed wire in the way. That's so he can't get up there. Oh, I thought we'd be able to scale the wall. Alright, so Aerie... Oh, Aerie can't jump out of the way. Can Tarma high five then? He's got the high five. That's only one dodge, though. That's not adrenaline. Well, Aerie's plan is not as I expected it either. And I can move her all the way over here. She could almost hit that thing for 16 herself if she had the adrenaline by being on one side and then ending it afterward. I wonder if it's... That is just crazy. She can get all the way over here. How can she do that off basic movement? Look at this. I can go from here all the way to this portion of the map with her. Does she have enough? She does. She could jump from there and get in a position to help out with this other stuff. I mean, I need to be patient. I mean, I can get the turns going here, but... So with Tarma, if I do this, I can get 5 points of damage here. That will hit the truck. Clark's going to need a little something else, though. He may still get hit by the provocation. Let's see if that is true. Clark will get hit by the provocation. I don't know if I want that. So maybe Tarma would have to go first. Wow, he gets some serious adrenaline by running back the other way. Can't shoot. If I get her, if they can't use the covers though, I might be better off getting him over here somewhere, get some maximum adrenaline. Then get him ready to help hurt it on the next turn. Yeah, let's, we're going to get ahead of these guys. Let's bring him over here. I don't want to be fighting with all them chipping the damage. At least get their adrenaline ready. And I can still, like, kind of do something with the jumping, but I'm not going to yet. Okay, so does Aerie grenade jump from here? And hit here, take out the cover, and... Yeah, so basically she can get shot at by him, but she should have at least a couple points of dodge. Yeah, there's 3 guys done. And she can technically still move. Where do I move her to is the question. Over here. Yeah. Oh, but she's not going to have enough adrenaline. Okay. So, Clark, I guess I can use maybe 2 adrenaline to put him here. But I don't want to do that if Area's going to run and hit to the other side. But I put Clark somewhere... I can get bonus actions off him, maybe take somebody else out. Not with the pistol, I won't. Oh. Now I can just provocation and go here. That's still going to miss, though. Dang it. That does nothing. Don't want to end up under the truck, even if that were to work. Alright, we're going to scuttle their actions, I guess. No truck damage this turn, but hopefully we can knock it out here in the next 2. Yeah, they can't use the tunnels. So I've got to get by the end of next turn. Youch! Why is she vulnerable? Ouch! The heck, guys? She didn't get stabbed, did she? Oh, she got stabbed by the other guy. I guess that lasted for 2 turns? Okay. See, she doesn't have the... She needs to be able to, like... go from here and then land over here. I want... Tarma can stab for 5. She can land for something, but Clark's got to be able to finish it off somehow, but he doesn't have a shotgun. Yeah, I need her alive. She does a ton of damage with this, though. Can she do 9 and have the other 2 5 and... Tarma's 5. Clark is 3. That's 8. 8 and 9, 17. So actually, as long as I can get a secondary hit off one of these guys, we'd be fine. Oh, 8 dodge points with Tarma. There we go. Challenge met. Or challenge accomplished. Completed. Okay, so we can use one of her grenades then. Let's see if she can come over here without getting tagged by something. Let's check that out. So there's 17 right there, and hit that idiot in the process. Yeah, those guys have both their actions, so it should be done. Only 3 from Clark. Exactly 8. Wow, that was cutting it kind of close. No margin. So yeah, Tarma can go... Well, Tarma could do the shotgun for 6, but I don't want to hit Clark. And not that it matters on last turn here if that were the final option. And then Clark can go for 3. There we go. Oh, Clark's got a bonus one, probably from Killing Spree. There we go. Cool. I guess we had 1 point margin.
Victory!
The extra reinforcements that I didn't need. Alright, so Tarma leveled up. Area leveled up. 4 and 0, 0 and 3, 2 and 1. Yeah, I didn't focus so much on destroying the enemies unless absolutely necessary.
Supply drop!
Alright, needed that.
You're great!
Check that out. I'll take a grenade juggler level 3. Since the grenade jump's already at level 3. I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Raptor elevation change, whoop-de-doo. So Deputy Commander is usually good. You get the extra damage for synchronizing. But, I mean, especially when we're dealing with bosses, this is pretty helpful. And it's reducing the cost down to 5. So that's a plus. Alright, so as far as Tarma here, Wild Ride still not doing a whole lot for us. Mimic here. Wow. So Mimic allows you to return that amount of damage. I don't think we've really had much chance at that one. He's not gaining many bonus action stuff from moves. So the thing is, you got to use this defensively before the enemy's turn, which going into boss round soon might be a little bit more helpful. If you could deal that back to Jupiter King or something, that'd be kind of cool. All right, so everybody's now level 7. Aerie got a level 3 out of that. Tarma, we'll see what his does. Okay, so kill 4 enemies in 1 turn. We'll see. It depends on how many we got and if they're low level or not. If they're scrubs, it's possible, especially with Aerie's... Ooh, there's a slug back there. Now it will. Yeah, if you give us a slug, it's definitely possible. No designated targets, so really... So the knife guys and how much are these guys? They've got 7, but again, Clark. Well, they're grenade launchers and their shotguns, all very doable now. I mean, you've got one opening shot right here. If you fire in the middle, you've even got those 2. So actually, if Clark could get to here, that truck's in the way. Clark would have to get over to here. Actually, then you got a shot here as well. 7 and 6 though. Clark so he can do 7. So Clark could actually hit the 2 of them. Oh, that's all we need to do. Hit 2 with Clark and 2 with Aerie. Actually, Aerie might even be able to get more than that if she grenade jumped. Actually, Aerie can get all 4 of them by herself if she can get the adrenaline. She should be able to jump from there to there. Clark can take him out. And then Tarma can't quite get there unless he does something else. Yeah, well, maybe we'll send Tarma for the metal slug, in which case he would be able to. Alright, let's put Aerie wherever she can get the most adrenaline. That's not going to cut it. So... let's see what she can do from here. So in other words, I can't quite do this. So yeah, so maybe Aerie's going to be a little premature here. Man, she can't even... She can run across the whole map and still can't get 5 adrenaline. I saw a green spot if I do it this way. See, now she can run over to that little tile right there. So she could probably get 3 guys on her own. Let me put... like that. So Tarma may not be able to... Yeah, Tarma can still get to the metal slug. Clark... Oh, no, actually it doesn't say who's got to do it, so it should be fine. So as long as Clark can get the shotgun on the others, I think we'll be okay. Make short work of these clowns.
Start.
Marathon, I forgot what Marathon was. 1 dodge. See, okay, so it is putting the dodge on there. Sometimes it's not working consistently, so let's go up to here with him. Clark, I want here. So I think... Yeah, so he'd have to be at least that extra tile away to nail both of them. And then Aerie can go to here. There's her 5. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not gonna work. Why can't she get there from here? What about... So she can get there. Oh, that's not gonna finish them, though. And then why is it not showing him taking damage? Oh, that's the grenade juggle, that's why. Oh, there's 3. Okay, hold on. I think they moved these on me. There we go. So there's 3 by herself. She's going to get me in range from the Grenadier, but I don't really care. So we should be able to do 5 enemies this turn. If Tarma can get the other red guy. Now, unless there's anything else I can do to move one of these guys so Aerie can get all 4 on one turn, because I think that was one of the other ones, unless I got that already. Can't remember if I finished that one. Thought I damaged 5 enemies, but didn't kill 4 enemies. Does Clark have a movement one? Yeah, Tarma's the one that needs to manipulate, but either way, we'll save that. Okay, here we go. Here's the first 3 out of 4. Pow. And she can still move. Alright, Clark. See you guys. He can now hopefully hop in here and go here, and we'll just do Vulcan cannon on this guy. Save the gas. So Aerie can move. Where do I put her? Probably somewhere out of the way from the Grenadier. Let's go in the truck. There we go. Okay, so Clark's probably the only one likely to take a hit then. Yep, there goes Clark. Ah, I'm not fragile. We're gonna gang up on the Slug. It did not get fragile. Alright, so I wonder how much range she can get here. Not enough to get from him to him, so she's still got 2. Yeah, there's no adrenaline there. Alright, so the Slug can go here. Pew pew to this guy. And then pew pew to this guy. Clark, however, is going to take another hit unless I do something. I don't have enough for in the ring. So let's say I go here. Now if I go in the ring, that'll hit him. Boing. Now if I shoot him, not quite enough. 2 extra points. Apparently it rounded down. Unless I use the shotgun, but I'd rather save it. Oh, he's still gonna... No. Oh, well. You know what? But Aerie can... We're here. Ah, could have done that. Alright, so she can keep moving away from the other guy, I guess. There we go. I hope you get tired from running. Actually, Ari might be able to finish this. Oh, she's got 8. If she can go from here and jump to the other guy. Oh, yeah. Done. That's so powerful. The end. Unless you got somebody hiding out there.
Victory!
Some damage plus mobility. Wow, Clark's all the way up to 8. All right, so 600, 300, and 210. All right, what do we get? Massive. Wow, look at the spread on the shotgun if I do that. So you get an extra row after. See, I like that better because the other one just went from a T in the second row. That, yeah, I guess it makes sense as a gold level. Oh, there's the mirror option for Airy. Wow. Man. So it's either we give this massive boost to Tarma. But the thing is, we can do more damage. I guess the number of spots, though. Aries got the... Well, I guess they're tied almost for surface area. Or at least number of tiles. But the thing is, she can do more damage with hers. By default, or at least with the other things available. I kind of want to see how overpowered hers can get for the bosses, so I'm inclined to go with hers instead.
Supply drop.
Cool. So I guess then we'll maybe go with Sluganoid. Gaining 10 adrenaline. I mean, eh. Let's go with Sluganoid. Sluganoid can get, you know, kind of pinched, but it also helps out with the damage and crowd control.
You're great.
Team leader. Oh, the Argentine backbreaker. So the level 3, which I still haven't used this on the thing in the ring. Cooperation. Each time unit's special agent triggers a sync, unit gains a bonus move. He does the jump a lot in the backbreaker, so that's not helping. Participate in a sync, gain adrenaline. So you get more tile movement and 5 damage. And no cover. You know what? Let's just go for gold.
Enemy sighted.
There it is. The Jupiter King.
Get ready.
Alright. Ooh, they throw some mutants at us here. Okay. 2 down here and 2 over there. Great combination. So whoever's down here is going to have a problem. So if anything, I'd rather try to run Airy somewhere she can get enough adrenaline to chop at it. She would not necessarily be able to catch the mutant, though. But if everybody could get there, and actually Clark, as long as he can get 2, he could jump somewhere into range. And if I get Tarma there, Tarma can help stab and hopefully synchronize Clark. Ugh. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So let's maybe put Tarma here. He can get all the way over to this spot. And we'll go Clark here. Okay, I think that's what I want.
Mission start.
Oh, you had to block that spot. What a giant turd. What a clown. Oh, and Tarma's the one that's marked. Go figure. Well, that's so much for that best laid plan. So he's marked. I got to put him in cover. Okay, well, I guess he's probably going to end up stabbing this guy. Let's see if I can put Aerie here, and if she can grenade perhaps the monster and then the other guy. Clark should be able to jump from here. Except that I'm not going to be able to finish that guy. She's got enough. Do I go here, or do I just go all the way to here? Oh, that's weird. It's only letting me hit. I can't hit on the wall. I need to be able to go from this spot to this spot. But then I don't know if I'd have enough. It actually... Yeah, it'd go past him. It would almost work, though. Yeah, she can't make it to that one tile. Dang it. And how much damage? He's got 11. Even if Clark were to be able to jump somewhere else, well, you know what? There is a way. I'm gonna probably jump Clark out of here. Go over to here. He's gonna be in harm's way, but Aerie can probably then grenade jump. Yeah, she can get to here, so we're gonna put a hurting on him. Kill him, and at least do damage that way. Mutants are still going to be coming in, but it's the best I got at the moment. And I don't see Clark being able to help there, but that clear out some of that mess. Tarma's dodged at 5. Let's try the mimic thing. Okay, so let's put Clark in position. And he's still got a bonus action, so I might be able to do something else. Let's find out. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so he's done. Aerie can move maybe one more to get out of the way. Well, Clark... Well, no, he doesn't have anything else he can do here. Yeah, Clark... Oh, Aerie can help out with that. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. You know what? I'm going to do that instead. Hold off on the mimic thing. Perfect. Alright, so now we just got those mutants and that guy, and they may go anyway. We'll see who they attack, but we at least got one piece of it. Clark can actually still do another hit here. As we get another 3 on it. Oh, and we didn't even synchronize, so there's another 4 from Aerie. Perfect. Okay. Not quite 25%, but we'll take it. And she could still move, but I don't want to. he took no damage. Good. Oh, here's the mutant. Ouch, 5. That hurt. Can he make it to somebody? No, good. Uh-oh. Okay, at least he didn't go for Clark. Okay, they're done. Ain't sticking around for that. Tarma's kind of stuck. Clark can get out of there, but he's not going to be much help. Well, he'll have adrenaline. They made that easy for him, even though he took the damage, so... Yeah, the new guy they brought in has still got a problem, too. Okay, so then Tarma's going to have to go the other way. Can't quite get to cover, but I guess he'll be ready for the following turn. I guess maximum adrenaline here. The other guy can probably only, I think, can only move one spot. I could be wrong, so we'll have to deal with that anyway. Okay. So Clark can't hit from here, I don't think. He can, actually, so he could, and Aerie can hit. Aerie could then, on her own... Ooh, can she not reach? She can, there it is. So she can do 12 points on her own, so that's fine. Well, actually, let's double check the points here. She gains 2 by movement. By the next attack with a weapon, though. That's only going to give +2 to the pistol, I think, or the regular grenades. So I'm not going to bother with that. I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't change my move. Clark, well, Clark could do an extra 4, but we'll save that. So yeah, Clark, take this one. Okay, now Aerie, dual toss for 12. Alright, that's a little better. Tarma. Anything to do with mess with these guys? It's almost like I don't want to use the Mimic if it doesn't work on... No, let's save it. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, he can't move more than one. I should have used the Mimic then. And now he's got vulnerable. Alright, 2 new dudes, new cover. Of course, you had to put stuff in the way. So can Aerie... Oh, and new reinforcement. She needs more adrenaline. That'll give her 3 though, so she could possibly jump out of here. How far can she go though? She can make it to the cover. See, this is not cover. It's junk. Clark needs to not get hit. That guy would get hit in the process. Tarma. Got a bit of a problem here. Tarma got like smashed down right in the middle of these guys. If Tarma does provocation or final crash and lands here, Clark won't get hit. He needs another action though. Won't be able to contribute to the other part. Well, he's still got 6 points. guess we can probably still risk it, but Clark can come here. He'll help out with that one if that guy's not going to survive. But Tarma can do this. Now at least one... Oh, he's still not dead? Wow. Well, he will be when the boss hits. Wow. Okay, now... Clark should still be able to sync if Aerie can do... Good thing these are both 5. I mean, she can do another 10 then, can't she? Oh, she can't? Really? Ugh, I don't want to do that. Maybe I need a grenade jump out of here. Grenade jump to cover. If I do this, that's 9, right? That's gonna hit both those directions. That's just crazy. Need to leverage that better. That's the whole point of putting the add-on there. Can't believe she can't get that thing to hit. So no spot out here. Should be able to go to the side somewhere. Guess I can't go far enough without hitting Tarma. And that one won't hit. Man. And I can't fire that out there either. That's insane. Well, I might as well just save that. I guess I'm doing the grenade jump strategy then. She's going over to here. Or go to here. Nope. So Clark can still do an action, but... that guy should be dead. Tarma's gonna probably take a hit, though. Yeah, Tarma's gonna be hurting. Well, it's what it... all I got. Okay, so he's done. Oh, no, if he takes a shot at Tarma, too. Tarma's actually down. Ouch. Oh, that worked out. Yeah, get out of here, stupid rifleman. Yeah, too bad there's not really a way to leverage the dual shot. Oh, well, maybe there is. Alright, let's wake Tarma up. Alright, if Aerie were to move to here, can she hit both? It's not letting me hit that way or that way. The map's not wide enough. So I'd have to run out of harm's way. I got 5 adrenaline. Clark could probably put a hurting on it from here. But if I put him here, at least he can maybe help shoot that guy. Oh, that's right. Tarma's only got the knife. Tarma's not going to be close enough to hit him. Or the boss. Where do I put Tarma? Well, I can always run them and then adrenaline the thing. Okay. Clark, let's put you here. Or maybe here. Oh, he's marked again. Hold on. Alright, Ares also marked. This is a nuisance. I don't think she can fire from there, though. Nope. Tarma can final crash maybe to here. And actually synchronize off that. And that guy will be dead. That's kind of what we want. So they're both in cover this way, and he's dead. How, though, are they syncing up? I guess it's just because he's in range. Okay, so she can throw over the wall. There we go. All that melodrama for what? Oh, he's going to die from getting hit there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Clark, you still got an attack? You do. So there's another 3. There you can maybe get another 2. Or another 4 then. 2 points extra. Okay, there we go. Now everybody's on the same side of the board. Got some cover. We did have to use a reinforcement, though. One enemy left until they bring one in. Don't go for Clark. 3 enemies. Major wall on that platform. That's fantastic. Alright, so who can even hit it on this turn? Oh, really? You had to increase the enemy count there, huh? We got knife dudes of a different color all over the place. Alright, so Aerie could have a good chance to use the grenades now. Maybe. She's not going to be able to get anywhere super useful. I wonder if Clark moves first. Can I get her somewhere else? Nope, oh, actually, nope. I mean, I want her in this section here. I guess if I want to jump for those guys... She marked? She's not marked. And then get her to here, take him out. That guy's going to come for Clark. Tarma's marked. Okay. Tarma can take the other cover, I guess. Yeah, okay. I guess the question is, leave Clark there? I don't know. Gonna wing it. So there's 3 dudes dead. Can Clark get a shot? Not enough to synchronize. He could jump in there, but I don't want to do that. Can't get much attack power from there anyway. So if Tarma goes here... Well, I might as well take the cover that's not already in harm's way here. Oh, he's got 8. He ain't taking damage now. Okay. What's Clark gonna do? Just shoot this guy? There he can only move. What's this guy's range? See, he can get to her from... No, I guess even if I move her further out, he's getting to her anyway. Yikes. What are we gonna do with all this adrenaline here, Clark? Do I get a bonus action off this? Probably not. Oh, that's interesting. So I can throw him and do damage to him. Okay. there's the backbreaker. Hoo-yah! Oh, better than doing nothing. He's got another action then. Do I take the shot? Or do I go for these guys? I don't want to necessarily put him in harm's way again. Okay. So the other guy's going to be able to shoot him. Alright, he's dead. Unless I can do anything else to drop him on this guy. She would sync up, it's not going to hit that, so... Whatever. He's still getting extra action out of that. Is that from the killing spree? I don't know, but I still keep getting actions, and he's still got the adrenaline. I might as well leverage it. He gains a bonus action from doing this too. That's not the mimic. Never mind. That's not going to hit. Alright, let's get the extra points at least. Need to quit dawdling. Alright, Tarma, you doing anything down here? Not really. Can't even high-five himself. That guy's only gonna move one spot to shoot Clark. Yeah. Well, we should have our bases covered here. Alright, that one's going. Alright, we can get 5 from Tarma, 2 from Ares, 7. No new enemies? Wow. Alright, so Tarma, save the adrenaline. I guess we'll just do this. Alright, no damage to anybody. We'll do that. Snappy, we should start a band.
Supply drop.
Alright, there should be better health at least, mostly.
Get ready.
Haven't even used the Slugganoid yet. So that is that whole thing going down already? It is. So Ares gonna need to be able to get out of there. If I can get her to fire both directions now, like from here. Man, it might be a little too close still. She's got the adrenaline to grenade jump, though. So maybe... And then she could probably take this guy out and this guy out. Let's maybe start her from here. A little more adrenaline on the way. Tarma's got enough to do final crash, I think. Clark's just going to run him off, I guess. Actually, let's move him over here. There's a little less activity going on.
Mission start.
And to start with a destructive platform, huh? Okay, so let's go from here, see if she can jump far enough. She can. So there's two. That takes care of that. Good, got an extra point out of that. Tarma's marked, huh? Final crash. What if I come all the way out to here? So it takes care of the two on the far side. Clark one hasn't moved yet. So actually, if I move Clark to here, now final crash to here. There's three more dead enemies. Clark's gonna take 4 though. There's 3 dead enemies, no damage to Tarma, no damage to the other 2. There we go. Oh, he's not dead though. Oops. Oh, she throws over. There we go. Now he is. There's some teamwork. He may have to jump again somehow. Oh, he can't. He's got an action, but I have no adrenaline. Okay. Now, how about Ares Grenade Launcher? She's... only got movement. Can't get to that cover. Clark could get to cover. He's got 8. I could then backbreaker that guy. I need 4 for the backbreaker. And backbreaker him. And drop him where these two can hit him. Oh yeah, he's done. Or I can drop him here. He's definitely done. Hooah! Except he's dead anyway. At least they all get synchronization points. Something Clark and Area 5 turns. I didn't quite see what that one was. Alright, Ares still can't fire. She's only got movement. This guy's probably coming for her. Actually, she's okay. Tarma, nothing else to do. Clark, not really anything else to do. I'll jump to cover, but I'll save the adrenaline. Alright, here we go. Not too bad. 11 points and clearing the map on the first round. I'll take that. And he negated the damage. Alright, now if I can put Aerie right in the middle. Take care of that alien and him. Oh, of course, they're going to put it right in the area where it's probably going to be most optimal here. This is where I need the double attack. I get 2 knife hits with Tarma or something. So let's maybe go Tarma up to here. He's targeted again? Oh, that's why. His was the bar. So if she wants to shoot this, she's going to hit that way and miss the alien. But if I go... Ooh, here we go. What if we can go here? Let's see if we can catch one of those guys, too. Get one of those guys, and get the alien, and get Morden. Okay. And now let's see if we can Clark get synchronized in the process here. So how does Clark get his extra damage? So he was getting the overtime damage, now he's just getting +2. Contribute to frag. +1. Oh, so he's getting... That's what it was. Bonus action from special... Okay. I wonder... Shotgun-wise... It's not close enough. I'd have to put him past. But I could possibly get a bonus action this way. At least he'll synchronize otherwise. Let's see here. Can I drop him somewhere they can both hit him? Yeah, he's done. Alright, so let's have Aerie lead this, I think. So now, there's 18 points of damage and still taking out 2 other dudes. Tarma will still have a hit. Clark, ooh, we can jump him, but I'd have to figure out if I want to use the shotgun or not. Done. So Tarma, I don't know if any of these are going to do anything. Escape. I mean, you jump his way out of there, but nah. Okay, so for Clark here, so yeah, they're wasting the 2 adrenaline to jump in to get the shotgun hit for. Oh, but it's going to be 9 now, so we're getting a +2 off that. Now, so it kind of makes more sense to do that. We'll use the adrenaline to get closer so we can use the shotgun. Yeah, we'll do that. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. So Aerie's got movement, can't make it to the cover, probably not too big of a deal, just stay away from that alien. So Tarma, might as well keep him there under cover. I think we're good. Oh, if he's going to take damage though, you know what? We'll try the Mimic. Oh, that's right, you can use it to somebody else too. Okay. Here we go. I don't think that did anything, though. Alright, so the whole platform should be going on this one. And basically, there's not much opportunity to really do a whole lot to him. I'd have to grenade jump with Aerie. She's got the adrenaline, and then still get out of town, though. Let's see if she can do that. So I'd have to go from here. And then go grenade jump. And she can actually make it all the way to this guy. Into cover. I think that's what I want. Okay. Tarma is then about to final crash on these guys. He'll be able to take both of them out. Okay. And then if I can get Clark to somehow help out with this. No, he probably won't be able to, but that's okay. Aerie's still full health. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Clark probably call in a Sluganoid here. Clark get in it? He can. There we go. And I don't think he's going to be able to hit from here, but we'll try. Actually, you know what? Well, let's have Tarma do his thing first. Oh, get out of that. There we go. Then Aerie can do her damage. And nearly take this thing out. Look at the range for that grenade jump now. So if Clark can take that thing out, then we'll be okay. If not, I want him staying there for next time. Okay, that thing's done. Look at that. Nice, clean, empty board on the final boss section. Alright. So she's not in harm's way. Tarma's only going to take 1 point of damage. And we're ready for him to get closer anyway, so we're good. So 34 points of damage. Let's see if we can do that on this turn. Put an end to Jupiter King. He's gonna stay on that side. I don't care if you brought more enemies, you're just about dead. Really? That's it? That's all you got? Here you can use a grenade launcher again. Let's see how this is gonna work. So she hits there. It's one short hitting at least the alien. So let's do this. Does Tarma even need to be up there? I don't know. Maybe final crashes after the fact. So we put him here. Yeah, he can hit from there. Tarma can final crash him if need be. There we go. So there's 7. Oh, I'm not getting. Oh, I'm not getting the 2 points of damage. That's okay. We'll make that. We'll make it work. I mean, my alternative is this. This does. Nah, it's doing 6. Okay. How much is left after Clark goes? 3 hits times 3, 9 and 9, 18. So I only need one more round after that, or one more round from him. Oh, but I still got this. I don't think Tarma's going to do 13, but that's okay. He's targeted again. Good grief. Who's picking on Tarma? So if I go final crash from here, still take 1 point of damage. It only does 5. Whatever. Eight points to go. Wow, he actually did 4 damage? No, that's because I didn't move him very far. Where are you going? Yeah, I don't care if you take the platform out. I'm shooting you. Let the Sluganoid finish up. Or I could always stab with a knife, but... Oh, well. There's one. There's 2.
Victory!
See ya. Alright, so I guess the question is, do I start more or to do a clean start next episode? Probably gonna do it that way. Alright, Clark's done. Tarma's done. Ralph's unlocked. Nadia's unlocked. I got one more to get Leona unlocked. So I think you have to do the run with every character. Okay, so 4 regions complete, $32. 15 missions complete, 45. 2 coins remaining, bonus of 0. Okay, so Aerie led the way again. Mostly all I needed was the grenade jump and the grenade juggle, or the explosive jump and grenade juggle. This is going to do so much damage with those alone. So, she's even highest on the sinks. Tarma, on the other hand, least on frags, also least on sinks, so I got a lot more figuring out to do with Tarma there. Clark kind of held his own, so he's like 10 points higher on the frags and did a lot on the sinks, so Clark was a little bit more average. But me and Aerie, with her grenade launcher, we had the mirror, had the square, had the damage buff. Tarma had all these abilities, and the only one I'm really using is the final crash. At least got him something else on the shotgun and the other thing on the pistol, whatever that was. And then Clark, same thing on the pistol. Clark's most useful thing there was the jump, because, man, we leveraged that on getting around previously. The backbreak, or the in the ring helps, but I just don't use it enough. And then I finally started using the backbreaker once I realized, oh, throw them where we want and make sure they get synced. So I got to get better at that. And then the sidestep didn't really see much opportunity to use it unless I just wasn't thinking of it. So, I mean, it felt like a pretty solid run. I mean, the fact that they're level 7s and 8s, it's pretty cool. So, felt like a pretty solid run.
Nadia!
Alright, Nadia's done, or unlocked. Ralph's unlocked. Wait, why is Aerie getting recruited by Clark? Security reasons. Chromium wolves. Okay. So she manipulated her friends without knowing it and has a talent for that. That's, I don't know what kind of character quality that would be. Okay, so next up would be the decision of who to take with us next. So the charming additions, and Nadia's sitting on the fridge munching on a burger, and I don't want to know what just oozed out of that thing. Ralph is over there. I mean, I'm assuming that would have to be a Neo Geo, not a Genesis, and of course he's like virtually rage quitting over there. It's kind of funny that the red one is tossing the blue one into the air. It should be the other way around. Because I didn't know if Ralph had a backbreaker move, but okay. So let's look at challenges and stuff to figure out what's left, because that'll probably determine who's going out there. So I guess also for Leona's sake, we got to get the other characters done. So I guess maybe I got one more on recruit difficulty, or do we bump it up prior to? So naturally we've done Marco, we've done Eri, we've done Theo, we've done Tarma. Oh, Tarma's was just based on the regions. Okay. So we would have to take Nadia and Ralph in order to get Leona done. So if we take those two, and then so from a skills standpoint, so Marco's got to pay for one. That's not of concern. Aries, I'm still missing one. Was it the 4 kills? Kill 4 enemies in 1 special action. So I don't have her set up for that yet. So could always take Aries as the point leader. But Theos are unlocked. Tarma's still got one I'm missing here. 3 with 1 special action. Now that would actually, you know, again, likely be Final Crash here. So I figure out another combination. Actually, I mean, that one supposedly can hit multiple targets. So I think the Slug Kick is 1 target. And the Giant Knuckle is a singular target. So I don't know how... Well, what's this do? Apply Spotlight to all enemies and allies in the range. Each time the unit is attacked, redirects the attack onto the ally who applied it. So this is kind of like an aggro maneuver. So I don't know how else you would get 3 kills with him without doing this and getting it up to high damage. You'd almost have to like have Clark run in there, do Fragile, and do this. I think it's going to take some work for him. His was probably one of the tougher ones. Okay, so Nadia's got... Man, hers were challenging. 9 damage just with mines. And 5 different enemies in one turn with the bots. So, seems like that. I mean, if you have both bots out there, if you have the gun bot and the Iron Lizard out, seems like it's more doable, but I think hers are pretty challenging too. Trevor, we still got a mind control one, I think. Mind control to 4 enemies in 1 turn. So it seems like some of these are a little bit more difficult without having a team-up option. Like in this case, you'd want Theo out there to get the flashback, or whoever can get him a second turn, or anything else that gains him a bonus action. Which... I don't know if he gets mind control on anything else and he gets the bonus. So, yeah, Trevor will have to come back to. Ralph has got 2 here. Regain 2 action points in 1 turn? Really? 15 points of damage in 1 special action? I don't even remember how that worked. Oh, that is probably because of this. 3 times 3 HP. There's 9. You'd have to get some kind of bonus probably from the passives then. You know, synchronization and so on. So, dodge and escape and gain a bonus move. Okay, and his other one, so 15 damage and reclaim action points. How on earth is he getting action points back? So he'd have to like combo up. So, oh, so his jump is a lot like Clark's still. So he can jump in, get an action, Does it mean just getting a second twice? Because all you gotta do is jump twice, then that would be pretty easy. Okay, so his is more doable. Clark, man, how are we still missing 2 of Clark? Must not have been paying attention. Deal 10 HP of damage on an enemy in 1 special action. If I had got... Oh, but the problem was actually having an enemy with which you can do 10 points of damage. So I had to use I have to use one of the monsters or something, and then, you know, toss him with a backbreaker, and then get him to land. Apply and trigger fragile each turn with Clark in a mission that lasts 5 turns or more. Oh, that was ridiculous. Okay. Yikes. Alright, so the characters are going to concentrate on, so we got to do our 2 new ones. So Nadia... So 9 damage to bots, or 9 points of mind damage. 5 different enemies from the bots. Ralph will be regain the actions, 15 points of damage. See, in this case, it's 15 points of damage. It's not to one target. So as long as you got 3 5-point enemies and you can do that, you're fine. I still don't know how this thing here. Now, what's he got for loadouts? Does he get... He doesn't get that punching thing off any of those by default. So Ralph is a knife user. Nadia at least has her pistol and has Gunbot. Iron Lizard, her only other one is down below, which we don't have unlocked yet. So we'll have Ralph with a knife and a shotgun. That's pretty basic. His basic skill here that we're getting is the charge move. And then the question is, who else do we work on? So Aerie... So if Aerie got this one and got the damage... There's other ways to get this that also contributes to this. But either of these can do the trick if there's enough damage dealt. Man, okay. I mean, I'm kind of inclined to just keep going in order here. Marco is done. And Aerie's still the power leader here, at least by my playstyle. Alright, so if we go Aerie, we got grenade, knife, and pistol. And Nadia's alternate is the grenade launcher, so we'd have 2 grenade launchers. I mean, that one might be different. And then Ralph with a shotgun. So 2 grenades, grenade launchers, and a shotgun, and nothing super fancy. So she gets that mine option on all those. Cleavers all the way down there. I thought Clark got the cleaver too, doesn't he? For his second one, a single shot rifle. And I forgot he's got. So I wasn't even paying attention. They had the backbreaker by default on that. Okay, so we got our options here for next time. I'll keep this one short because I mean it's kind of weird to start it partially. So it's looking like. Go Aries team lead. Do I want to switch her now? She's got the other knife instead of Clark, but I'll stick with a grenade, I think. I mean, even though she does get the grenade jump, we still got the grenade jump to level 3, even with her not having it off the start. So it's probably going to be Aerie. Nadia. And then Ralph. Oh, except I don't have those others unlocked yet. Okay. Alright, that'll be the plan for next week. I just gotta remember that, and I gotta remember to write the challenges down.
Metal Slug Tactics.
Okie dokie. So, progress has been made. So we got 2 characters unlocked, another rotation. We actually took out the first sub-boss throughout this playthrough. So next time we'll try to... I may have to go back an episode or 2 to figure out which one we started on. As long as we don't start on Argon Palm Desert. Or actually, even if we do, that would lead to either of the other two, which would be Picard or O'Neill. So I'm thinking maybe we'll try to target O'Neill next. So if we target O'Neill, then we would get a second one done. So anyway, okay. I'm just kind of losing my train of thought here and probably rambling at this point, but appreciate everybody that's been hanging out, swinging by. Thanks for Call of Stealth for hanging out for a bit and passing on some retro stuff. And otherwise, we should probably be off Wednesday. We'll be back for Throwback Thursday, do some Tomb Raider. So that's the current plan for now. So have a good one. See you soon.